Hey Paige, I've got something exciting for you to do for me. Since you're pregnant and starting to get fat, I think this is the perfect time to get a bit of experience under your belt before the baby arrives. So as you know, I've got 5 children in my family, and I'm sure you know that it's a lot of work to handle all those little angels. Your baby is about to be born soon. You'll be able to live a bright and fun life once you have that bundle of joy in your arms. I'm sure you're already dreaming of that, but in reality, it's not that sweet. In my opinion, I think that you should be given a little bit of experience with looking after a child before yours is born. What do you think about that, huh? Hello there, Harper. It's been quite a while since I last heard from you. I'm surprised that you actually got in touch with me. Do you really think that I don't know how difficult it is to take care of children? I think you might be mistaken. But yes, I do think it's good to be well prepared for it as you possibly can. At the moment, I'm currently doing some research and reading some books on childcare so that I'm not too overwhelmed once the baby arrives. Raising children is a lot from the sounds of it in these books and online. I don't know enough about child rearing, so I'm very worried that I'm not going to be a good mom. Oh, really? Is that so? No, I'm sure that you'll be a natural at it, Paige. Why do you think that I turned around and said that you should get some practice in? Wait a minute, just go back to that about practicing before the baby comes. What do you exactly mean by that, Harper? You're not saying what I think you're saying, are you? Well, I'll be truly honest with you. I'm thinking about going on a trip next month. I'm getting really sick and tired of raising all these children on my own. I'm getting so tired of dealing with really noisy children every day. It's driving me insane, if I'm being honest. I'm also planning on going by myself on this trip because by God, I need it. So I thought the best idea for me would be to leave my 5 children with you since I need a break and you need to practice on looking after children since you're nervous about your own. So during that time, please take care of my 5 children. Please and thank you. I really would appreciate it so much if you would do it. Thank you, Paige. You're a lifesaver. Whoa. Just hold on a minute there, Harper. I've not made any decisions about this. Are you insane? Have you actually seriously lost the plot? A whole month? You can't be serious, Harper. Do you expect me to take care of all 5 kids for a month? What are you thinking? That's an impossible task for someone to do. I hardly know your children, and I also think it's a reckless idea to leave such young children with basically a stranger and leave them behind on such a trip. And you've yet to become a mother, so of course you hardly know what I'm talking about after struggling with when it comes to looking after 5 children until you have to do it yourself. I get that you've never had experience, but I'm drowning here. They have been crazy to look after, and I just need a break, okay? What's so wrong with that? As a mother, I can hardly look after myself when I have to put all of them before myself. I'm barely able to eat and they won't stop screaming. If you just leave the room for a few minutes, it gets dirty so quickly and it becomes a mess. It's so exhausting to have to clean up after them every day. It is so stressful. If anything is impossible, it's doing all that for 5 children. You'll never know that feeling until it happens to you, and I think you need to practice before you do it. Just let me go away for a month so I can relax and reset my batteries. It's not a big deal to go away that long, so just let me, okay? Well, I do understand what you're saying and feel, but you saying all this to me just feels like it's going to be too much trouble. This is way out of my league. I see what you're trying to say. After all, I was the one who decided to raise 5 children on my own, isn't it? Or something along those lines, right? You're telling me that it's my own responsibility, right? How is that fair when my own husband wanted this many kids? He's hardly here, and I'm on my own doing this. I'm really sick of this kind of talk from people. Without people like me, the population will decrease, yes? I'd rather that people would be grateful and that people like me get preferential treatment. No, I don't think that this is all your own fault. Of course there are families with many children, and I think those sorts of families are a treasure to our country. Parents raising a lot of children must have it so tough every day, and they must go through so many hard times. I believe that we all have a right to rest. Everyone needs a break, but this is too much. Have you even considered other options? Do you think it's okay to just hand over your children to more or less strangers? I knew that you were going to be like this. You don't understand that I want my own time, and I want that time to relax by myself. Why is everyone so against me doing this? Maybe because it's such a long time and I don't know how well your children will handle you being away that long. Have you talked to your parents about it? So here's the thing. I told my parents what I wanted to do, and they just scolded me so much for it. They said that if I'm the one who's had these children, then I need to raise them myself. They said don't even think about letting go of your kids and throwing them onto someone else for a month to take a break. We did it, so can you, Harper. Like, what a cruel thing to say to a mother. Being an old person and not having to worry so much about their responsibilities anymore must be nice, right? Is that what they actually said to you? I really can't hear them saying something like that, though, Harper. From my perspective, it seems they care very much about their grandchildren. You probably see it that way since you're not really part of the matter, okay? My husband is away on business, and I am doing everything by myself. It is so hard, Paige. Why is my husband working alone like he did when he was single? It's like I don't exist. I'm the one who's looking after the little snots 24 hours a day. As a full-time mother, I get no days off at any time of the year, and it's so exhausting. I also don't get paid for it either, which is so unfair. I just need a break, Paige. Well, I think that's a very reasonable opinion to have, but you can't just say those things when I'm sure there's people who care about the kids. If you still need help, ask your parents. Please ask them instead of me, okay? I'm due to give birth to my child next month, so to be honest, it could be born at any time between now and then. Because of my situation, it's going to be impossible for me to look after 5 children for over a month. My conditions are just so uncertain right now. I don't get why that should matter, though, Paige. I did it just fine. By the time I had my 5th child, I had 4 kids running around. Before and after all of them, I was taking care of them and haven't stopped. If I can do all of that, you can look after 5 of my children in your last month of pregnancy, right? You're capable of way more than you think you are. But you were just saying how difficult it all was for you, right? This is my first child that I'm having here, okay? There's a big difference between my own child and other people's children. I think that what you're trying to do to me right now isn't fair either. I don't think it's right to try to force your children onto other people, Harper. Even if you say those things, I feel like you're the only person that I can rely on right now. So, could you please just do this for me? Thank you. That would be great. Okay, I gotta get back to raising these kids because they are going crazy right now. Thank you again for doing this. I owe you one, Paige. No, I can't do this, Harper. It's going to be impossible to look after them here. I really can't do something as important as looking after all the kids. Don't rely on me. Okay, I thought I better message you to let you know that just before I went on my trip, I left the children in your garden so that you didn't have to come and pick them up from my house. This trip is going to be so great. I can't wait to be able to relax and have some time to myself. They were so cute, having a lot of fun in your garden, so I'm sure you'll enjoy their company. Harper, what have you seriously done? What on earth are you talking about? Oh my God, are you saying that your kids are in my garden? Is this true? Isn't that what I just said, silly? I said I left them in your garden so that I could leave on my trip. Isn't this great? I'm already boarding the plane, so no turning back now. How could you be so irresponsible, Harper? Didn't I talk any sense into you last night about not doing that to your kids? Why are you being so selfish right now? I'm being dead serious. You can't just go and do something like this without my okay. You really need to get back here immediately, Harper. I'm sorry, but I've already got my tickets and my luggage has already been put on the plane, and I told you that I needed a break. It was urgent. It's too late. Goodbye now. I clearly told you that it's impossible for me to do this. I'm very troubled by what you're doing here. I am literally in labor right now. I don't have time for this. Hey, are you even listening to me? I just said that my water just broke and I'm about to go into labor. Come back right now and take your kids away. I am in a lot of pain, and the kids are just causing a lot of trouble for me. I can't deal with this anymore. I'm just going to have to take matters into my own hands if you won't. What on earth's going on over there? I just got a call from the police. What did you do? You left my children in your garden? Apparently there was a report of mistreatment? Like I told you before, you started to ignore me and got on your stupid plane. I went into labor and I had no idea what to do once my water broke. I had no time for your kids. Are you telling me that you neglected my kids by leaving them in the garden until nighttime? It would have been fine if you let them inside, yes? Harper, did you even consider what would have happened to your kids if you left them outside? I've gone back to my hometown to give birth to my child. I was due to give birth today, and obviously the baby wanted to arrive today, and my husband came with me to my hometown so that we could have some peace and quiet. Right now I'm spending some quality time with my family, and we're trying to be happy for what's happened today, and you are ruining it. Don't disturb me. Excuse me? What did you just say to me? Did you seriously go back to that crappy town you're from to give birth? Why on earth would you plan that? But since you had all that planned to have your baby out of the city, my kids remain sitting outside in your garden because no one's at home. That's right, no one's at home right now, so yes, you left your children outside in my garden all alone like the neglectful mother that you are. I also told my neighbors that I'd be away from home, so please take care of the house and the surrounding areas. I'm sure you saw them walking around. Must have been the neighbors that reported the kids being in the garden then. They probably thought it was strange that there were kids they don't know in my garden. Of course, I don't blame them for calling the authorities since it's an odd situation to deal with, especially when the kids have been out there all night long. How dare you mess with me like this? You were trying to sabotage my time to go and relax by myself, weren't you? How dare you and your husband neglect my own kids? I was wanting to have a great time traveling, and I was so excited to get out of the city without the kids. What have you done to me? I'm going to sue you for neglect. How dare you threaten me like that? I wasn't here, and you sprung this on me with no warning. I was risking my life giving birth to my child, you stupid woman. Don't relate what's happening to me to your stupid carefree trip that you're on. I am going through a lot here, and I told you that this was going to be impossible for me. How dare you call me a stupid woman, you evil little cow? I told you that I needed a break, and my parents weren't willing to help me. You physically neglected my children today. If anyone has done that, it's been you, since you're the one who left them in my garden without letting me or my husband know about it. Don't turn this on me. No matter what you try to do, this is going to be all your fault. I'm glad that the police are doing something about it. I hope they hurry up and question your parenting skills.
Hey, Paige, how's everything going? I just wanted to message you since I heard that you'd given birth in your hometown. I hope you're resting after your labor.
Oh, Henry, hello. I hope everything's okay with you. Yes, I'm back home at the moment. I'm beyond relieved that my baby was born happy and healthy.
Oh, really? The baby's fine? Oh, that's really great to hear. I'm so glad. So, of course, you know that my wife left our children unattended in your garden yesterday? I got a call from the police and my wife, and they tried to explain the situation to me. I'm really sorry for what happened to you when you were going through such a difficult time. I feel so bad, and I feel responsible for my wife being an absolute idiot and leaving my children with you. The next time I see you, I'll apologize 20 times over.
Oh, so you heard about what happened after all. I can't really say much about this since I wasn't at home, but please don't worry about this too much. Did you have any idea about this, Henry?
I had absolutely no idea what my wife was planning on doing. She didn't say a word about it to me. This whole business that my wife is going on a trip is insane. And to think that she planned to stay away on a vacation somewhere for more than a month is beyond my mind. I honestly couldn't believe what I was hearing.
You're kidding me, right? You had no idea what she was doing either? So it seems like you and I were thrown into the same situation by her then. I was wondering why she was so hasty in her decisions. She was getting desperate and needed a break, but I wondered if she talked to you about it.
No, I haven't heard about this break that she needed or anything else about it at all. I think she didn't tell me because she wanted to hide it from me. It seems like she didn't even consult my parents about it either. I think that she wanted to push all her jobs onto you, Paige, which makes no sense in your condition.
Hold on a minute. What did you just say? I don't get it. Why did she try to hide it? Did she say something to you about me who should be looking after the children and the parents wouldn't?
No, I don't think it's anything like that at all. In fact, I heard from my parents that she didn't even talk to them about this at all and didn't understand what I was talking about. They told me that they understand that it's super difficult to look after 5 children at once while Henry's working and to rely on them. That's what I heard from them.
Whoa, hold on. That makes no sense. Considering she was saying that they wouldn't help her, why was she trying to hide that? Is she worried about hurting her pride or something?
No, I don't think it's that, but what I do know, I think my wife has lost the plot, to be honest. Like, to begin with, leaving your kids with someone else for over a month is a bit of a stretch. It's kind of a strange thing to do, especially when you're hiding so much from everyone. The police are gonna ask for more details soon, too. Anyway, I'm truly sorry about what's happened over the past couple of days, Paige. I've dragged you into this, and it's not great, considering you just gave birth. I'll make sure to make this up to you in the future, but in the meantime, look after yourself and take care of that bundle of joy. I'm really sorry again, Paige.
Well, to be honest, that's true. She's lost it. No, you're fine. Thank you for contacting me today, Henry. I already know how tough this is for you already. Let's try our best to settle things for now, and I hope that things get fixed and that something like this doesn't happen ever again to your kids. What the heck have you done to me, Paige? You know that this was all your fault, right? Henry is divorcing me out of the blue. What am I supposed to do? Huh? I'm so confused as to what you mean. How is this all my fault, Harper? Huh? Oh yes, I heard from your husband that he's divorcing you. What I don't get is why you're messaging me right now, shouting at me when I'm the innocent one here. What's any of your business got to do with me? It's all your fault because you decided to up and leave your house and give birth in your hometown. Who the heck does that anyway? You were supposed to be at home, so I don't get why you weren't. Are you serious right now? It's not my responsibility to keep you updated on my pregnancy, Harper. I'm not the one who needed help. You did. And instead of asking like a normal person, you just decided to ditch your kids and disappear. I didn't ditch them. I knew they'd be safe with you. But I wasn't there. Did you even knock? Did you check to see if I was home? I left them at your door. I figured you'd come back soon. I didn't think it would be a big deal. I needed a break, okay? I needed to get away, and I thought I could count on you. No, Harper, you wanted to escape your responsibilities, and you thought I'd be the easy way out. You thought you could just dump them on me without even asking, and then what? You're mad at me for that? It's not like that. You don't understand what it's been like with Henry. He's been so distant, so cold. I needed time to think, to figure things out. I just needed a break from everything, from him, from the kids, from life. I thought you'd help me like a friend should. Help you? How was I supposed to help you when I wasn't even there? I didn't even know your kids were sitting outside my home for hours until my neighbor called me, worried sick. Harper, do you even realize how dangerous that was? It wasn't dangerous. They were fine. I knew they'd be okay. No, they weren't fine. Your youngest was crying, scared because they didn't know what was going on. Your older one was trying to be brave, but she was just as confused. And I wasn't even there to explain anything to them. Harper, they didn't deserve that. You are blowing this way out of proportion. I left them with you because I knew they'd be safe. Except I wasn't there, and now you're blaming me for your marriage falling apart? You made it worse. If you'd just been there, if you hadn't told Henry, none of this would have happened. He didn't have to know. I didn't tell Henry. My neighbor did. She saw what happened and called him because she couldn't get a hold of me. And you know what? Maybe it's good he knows. Maybe he deserves to know what kind of mother just abandons her children like that. I didn't abandon them. Don't make me sound like I'm some kind of monster. I needed a break, Paige. You don't know what it's like because your life is perfect, isn't it? You've got your happy little family, everything in order. You wouldn't understand what it's like to be suffocated by your own life, by your own kids. My life isn't perfect, Harper. Do you think having a newborn is easy? Do you think I don't feel overwhelmed sometimes? But I don't just run away when things get hard. I don't dump my responsibilities on someone else and take off without a word. Well, aren't you just so noble, always doing the right thing, always the responsible one? I didn't have that luxury, okay? I couldn't just deal with it anymore. You had options, Harper. You could have asked for help properly. You could have called me, talked to Henry, done anything but what you did. But instead, you left your kids like they were some burden you couldn't wait to get rid of. And then you ran away. And now you're mad at me because Henry's leaving you? That's not on me. That's on you. You're supposed to be my sister-in-law. You're supposed to support me. I was your friend. I've supported you through so much, but this is too far. You can't just use people like that, Harper. Friendship isn't about dumping your problems on someone else and expecting them to clean up your mess. It's about being there for each other, yes, but not like this. So what, you're saying this is all my fault? That I deserve to lose my family over this? I'm saying you made choices, and those choices have consequences. You decided to leave your kids on my doorstep. You decided to disappear for days without telling anyone, and now you're dealing with the fallout of those decisions. But I was just trying to clear my head. You don't get it. Henry doesn't get it. He never listens. He just shuts me out, and I couldn't take it anymore. I needed space. I get that, Harper. I really do. But there are better ways to get space than abandoning your children. You could have talked to Henry, gone to therapy, something, but you didn't. You ran away, and now Henry knows and he's reacting to what you did. You can't put that on me. You could have at least defended me, explained that I needed a break. Defended you? How was I supposed to defend you when I don't agree with what you did? I'm not going to lie to Henry or anyone else just to make you feel better about something that was clearly wrong. And honestly, I'm surprised you even think I should. I thought you'd have my back. I thought you'd understand. I understand that you're struggling, Harper, but I don't understand how you thought abandoning your kids would fix that. And now you're dealing with the consequences of your actions, and you want to blame me for it. Henry's going to take the kids, you know. He's going to make me look like the bad guy in court, and I'll lose them. All because you didn't do one simple thing for me. You think this is about one simple thing, Harper? This isn't about me not watching your kids. This is about you leaving them without any warning, without any care for who knows how long. This is about you running away from your life instead of facing it. That's why Henry is divorcing you, not because of me. You're just like him, judging me, acting like you're so much better. No, I'm not better than you. I've made plenty of mistakes, but I don't try to shift the blame onto someone else when I mess up. I own it, and maybe that's something you need to do too. I didn't mess up. I needed time, and you weren't there when I needed you. You didn't need me, Harper. You needed to face the fact that your life was falling apart, and instead of dealing with it, you ran. And now you're paying the price. That's not on me. That's on you. I thought you'd understand. I thought you'd help me. I might have helped you if you'd asked, but you didn't. You took the choice away from me. You made me the bad guy in a situation I didn't even know I was part of. So what? You're just done with me? Is that it? I don't know, Harper. I don't know if I can trust you after this. You put me in an impossible situation, and now you're blaming me for something you caused. That's not friendship. That's not even close. You're really going to turn your back on me now? I'm not turning my back on you. I'm just not going to take responsibility for your choices. You have to own up to this, Harper. You can't keep blaming everyone else for what's happening in your life. I'm saying that people care about you, Harper, but that doesn't mean they can fix your life. We can only be there to support you, but you're the one who has to take control of your own mess. I can't do that for you, and neither can Henry. Henry never even gave me a chance to explain. He found out, and now all he wants is to take the kids away from me. How is that fair? What would you even say to him, Harper? That you needed a vacation from your family? That you couldn't be bothered to ask for help the right way? How would you explain leaving your kids without knowing who would take care of them? I don't know, okay? I thought if I could get some distance, I'd figure it out. I'd come back and things would be better. Running away doesn't make things better. It just makes them worse when you have to face the consequences. You took off and didn't think about what that would do to your kids, to Henry, to anyone but yourself. And now instead of owning it, you're trying to blame me. I don't need a lecture, Paige. I need a friend. I thought you, of all people, would get that. What you need is to face reality, Harper. You've made choices, and now you're dealing with what comes next. I was your sister-in-law. I've been there for you more times than I can count, but I won't let you dump this on me. So what now? I lose everything? My kids, my marriage? What else? Well, that's up to you. You can keep pretending like everyone else is to blame, or you can start trying to fix what you broke. But until you're honest about what you did and about why you did it, nothing is going to change. It's not that easy. I can't just fix everything by saying sorry. No, you can't. It's going to take a lot more than that. But you need to start somewhere. Maybe it's with Henry, maybe it's with your kids. But blaming me or anyone else is only going to push people further away. You really think I can fix this? After everything? I don't know, Harper. I really don't think so. I'm not sure where you go from here. But I do know that if you keep trying to make everyone else responsible for your choices, then yeah, you're going to lose everything. You have to be willing to do the work to make things right, and it won't be easy, but it's the only way forward. Either way, this really doesn't even concern me at this point, and you should really be talking to your own husband about these kinds of things. Or at least you can talk to him while he still is your husband, that is. Have a nice life, Harper. Wait, no, you can't abandon me like this. Please, I'm begging you. This is all your fault. You have to help me out of this. You did this to me, and now you need to get me out of this mess. I really did try and convince Harper that there might have been a chance if she could only face up to her mistakes and admit that what she did was wrong. But instead, she insisted on blaming me and even tried to go and tell my brother that all of this was my fault. And she might have even gotten away with it too, but apparently Henry began looking into what else Harper had been doing behind his back, and he found out that she was cheating on him. Well, that really was the last straw. He hired a divorce lawyer and sued her for infidelity. After that, he made sure to get custody of the kids, and that was the last that my brother ever saw of his horrible wife. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.